We are a Cambridge language learning center, meaning that we primarily use Cambridge materials and support Cambridge testing, but we also supplement with other industry standard materials from Oxford and other major university programs. Our teachers are both a combination of native speakers teaching the upper levels and some amazing Russian-speaking English teachers who are teaching our lower levels. Everyone is fully qualified and certified. I think you'll enjoy all of our teachers. Maybe you guys have used these before. We put different things that we can think of, vocabulary we already know. So we have 4 categories. We have, let me make you guys a little smaller so that I can see a little better. All right, so we have what to drive on your road trip, where to eat, where to sleep, scenery. So before we do this, can I ask how many of you guys can write or draw on my whiteboard? Can anyone?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so no. So good news. If you can't, I can give you special abilities. I can give you the remote control power. So let's just try it for a second. Alexandra, I've given you remote control. So now you should be able to take my my control of my mouse, and you can write in the boxes using your mouse. Can you try to write something?
Okay.
You can use the text tool. You can use your pencil and write with your mouse.
Yeah. Where to sleep? We could sleep in the motel.
Yeah, in a motel.
Oh.
So yeah, go ahead and write. It can be kind of bad. My writing is also kind of bad with a mouse, but we're all getting better. So everyone knows the word motel? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between a motel and a hotel?
Motel
everyone
is
know?
Way cheaper.
Cheaper usually, unless it's fancy retro. The thing is, it was designed for road trips, so you could drive up your car and park outside your room and go into your room. So there are usually 1 or 2 levels, and you drive up, and there's usually a pool in the middle. So it might be shaped like, let me take my mouse back from Alexandra. It might be shaped like this, and you have a swimming pool in the middle, and you have your cars outside, and you stay for 1 night, and then you go back on the road. So there's a lot of motels along road trips. So a truck, you'd like a truck. Why would you take a truck?
Just more comfortable than an irregular car. You can put lots of stuff there, and I think I would need a lot of stuff with me.
Yeah, so you can take a truck, or sometimes people have a camper van or a motorhome if they want to like stay in their own car, but the gas is a little bit higher, of course. Or some people just take their car and stay in a motel. So this is the top 10 must-see scenic routes for a Trans-America road trip. Your goal is to watch, enjoy the scenery. Your other goal is to think what would be your top 1 or 2 of these to do yourself, right? So let's watch and keep track of what might be your favorite. Those of you who like California, the last one might be yours. It certainly was mine. Let's watch.
Pack up.
Guys, 10 awesome road trips. Which one is the one for you? What do you think? Which one would you like to take the most?
Can I?
Yeah, please.
I'd like to take an overseas highway in Florida.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This was the most breathtaking scenery I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. You can still go to the Keys and you can drive. So you can actually drive to the Key Islands. It's wonderful snorkeling and really clear water, as in all of the Caribbean and Gulf places, including Mexico. So it's kind of the place for snorkelers and people who like this nature. And it's a little freaky to drive that long over the water, but you get used to it. So what about you, Ksenia? Where would you like to go among these?
Oh, them are gorgeous. I tried them all. I tried all of
right? There's
Yeah,
actually
every-
someone has planned like a 30-day road trip that visits every state, every national park, and it covers all of these. So if you had a month in a car, you could do it. What
Yeah,
about you?
definitely.
What about you, Sasha? Where would you go?
Okay, I would like to go to Old Mine Road because of historical bridges or one bridge.
Yeah. I
Then
think it's beautiful. And
waterfalls.
yeah, the waterfalls are great. So usually I like to use timelines. Today we don't need to, but I like to draw on the timelines. I give you power of the marker. And we try to show, of course, that the main difference, let me just get my annotation board here. But you know, that first conditional, if something happens in the future, some result will happen. And second conditional, it's not possible. So it's not possible now, but you could have some possibility that isn't possible. We use the past. So you can use some timelines to show this, and it kind of helps for those who are learning visually. So I want to do a little practice from the book, just so we have a chance. We have some extra materials that we can use, but we're just going to use this one for today because it's a short class. So let's take a look together at this book. So
If you don't spend more money on advertisement, your sales will go down.
yeah. So it's a result. So if you say you don't spend money, your sales go down, it's a fact. But if you say if you don't spend money and maybe you should, your sales will drop. Number 5, Galia, give it a try.
I think you'd have a great time if you studied abroad.
Great. So you aren't studying abroad yet, but maybe you would enjoy it. So let's see. Sasha, Galia, Masha. Ksenia, your turn. Give it a try. Number 6.
If Tony don't finish work soon, he will be here on time.
So Tony is one guy, he, she, it. So not don't, but doesn't. Yeah?
Mm.
So just be careful. The only hard thing in present simple is he, she, it, s. Otherwise, present simple, super easy. So he doesn't. Yeah. If he doesn't finish work, he won't be here on time. 7. Sasha, give it a try.
Okay. If you knew how to drive, I would have not.
So wouldn't have.
Wouldn't have drive you everywhere.
Super.